Hi, welcome to another edition of The Dreaming Tree Presents. Tonight, we have a special treat for you. We're going to be doing two things. First, Dave Matthews live in Central Park, the Central Park Concert. There's a little visual for you. Sorry for the tags. I got it used from Soundgarden. Great record store right in Fells Point. Check it out. Support your local record stores.
If you don't have this DVD, get it.
Definitely. Great DVD. Great audio CD, obviously.
But the DVD makes all the difference, really.
Yeah. There's a lot of great visuals from the DVD. Some great 90s concert. Some great 90s visuals. Some great 90s style. Some baggy jeans.
Just the energy of the crowd, all the dancing, all of Dave's goofy dancing.
A lot of Dave memorabilia.
Yeah, like goofy old school memorabilia in the crowd.
A lot of just random dancing, like not people like aren't even in the crowd. They're just like standing back away from the crowd, just like dancing.
I don't know. It's great. When you watch the DVD, it feels like you're there and you can feel all the energy.
Yeah, a lot of crowd surfing too. You can even see the cops singing in some songs. So we're going to talk about that later on when we get to it. But anyway, we're also doing a wine tonight, obviously, because Dave is not complete without the wine pairing. Tonight we're going to be doing the Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc.
So pair your DVD with a bottle of wine.
This is the 2016 vintage, actually. Pretty recent. This is probably hasn't been out for too long, but it's May 2017 now, so it's had a little bit of time to age. But anyway, you don't want your Sauvignon Blancs too much. I think the total time is about 5 months. You want it total processing time. But anyway, amazing wine, great value. It's around the $15 to $20 price point.
So, I would say the Pinot Noir is definitely 15 to 20, but I've found the Sauvignon Blanc between 10 and $16, depending on where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely on the lower end.
Yeah.
But such a great wine.
Yeah, so just from the label, this Kim Crawford dazzles with aromas of intense tropical fruit, fresh-cut grass notes. A lot of fresh-cut grass. That's obviously what Sauvignon Blanc is known for. That's the big thing. That's why people love it. That's why I love it. People, a lot of time, obviously white wine is not as popular in the wine world, but we just love Sauvignon Blanc because it's for its great drinkability. It's so refreshing. It's so smooth. We find this extremely smooth, extremely crisp, very sour. It's almost like a sour, the sour beers are all the rage now, if you're in the beer world. But this is almost like a sour version of wine. So sour. It's literally like biting into a Granny Smith apple, which I love. Love Granny Smith apples. But anyway, it's from Marlborough, New Zealand.
Most of the time, your best Sauvignon Blancs are going to be from that region.
Oh, yeah.
In our opinion, we're not like the biggest fans of the California Sauvignon Blancs, but anything from the Marlborough region.
California, it's okay. It's not bad. You have some good ones. I like the Duckhorn Sauvignon Blanc from California. It's good. I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's just not on the same level. Like flavor wise,
the crispness and
the sourness.
The sourness.
Yeah.
The sourness with the smooth drinkability. It's a really hard balance, and I think that's what this Kim Crawford wine does. Oh yeah. So without further ado, let's pour that and get our Dave concert started. We're just gonna hit the highlights. This time, not like Piedmont. It was like a very long video, so we're just gonna hit some highlights, not every song of the concert, but we're definitely gonna start it off with the opener, Don't Drink.
Yeah, anyway, number 1, Don't Drink the Water. Wow.
Right
off
the bat.
What do I say about this one? If you're watching the DVD, he does a great little jump as soon as he sees the crowd, and why not? Literally, this is a free concert. This was not a paid thing.
People were probably there for hours before, just lining up. The barricades were probably set up in like the big lawn of Central Park all day, gearing up for this night. People probably got there like the day before. This is such a high energy concert. It's what makes this concert great.
Yeah. Wow. Obviously, I love Don't Drink the Water as an opening song. A ton of great shows have it. Leroy's Last Show, another great Don't Drink the Water opener. Similar sort of build-up. But anyway, we're gonna focus on this one.
Okay, so Matt swears he can hear the crowd yell. Someone in the crowd yelling.
Yeah, around 30 seconds in or something, somebody literally screams at the top of their lungs, "Smile, we won." And I think this kind of relates to him being there, camping out for 20 hours, going through all this hardship to be literally right there. I think that's what it symbolizes. It's pretty eerie. Anyway, but
and then you get into like Butch playing the keyboard and the piano, and you can't really put your finger on what you're gonna hear. Like you don't know it's gonna be "Don't Drink the Water."
Yeah, obviously if you're in the crowd, you don't know what's gonna go down. You're just buckled up at this point. You're literally buckling up your seatbelt.
It's a very like magical, whimsical sound.
It's very eerie.
And
it's a lot of random keyboard notes. There's no pattern to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna get the big drop into the song, and that's when all the high energy starts.
Yeah. Yeah, and also this version of "Don't Drink" I consider one of the top versions, just because literally he has so much energy. I don't know what he did before this show, but literally there's so many little freestyles that he does. He is just so on point this entire song. And throughout the concert, obviously, but literally just his song. It's such every little free space that normally he just plays the guitar. He doesn't really sing. He fills in with little freestyles and scat. Amazing song. Anyway, it's a great opener.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good. Yep.
We'll keep going. So much into too much.
Yeah, we're gonna focus on Too Much. There's not that much special stuff going on with so much to say, but anyway, great Too Much. I consider this the definitive version of Too Much. I know it's not like a DMB fan favorite by any means, but anyway, it's such an incredible version of it. He is so hyped up for this show. You can just tell, you can literally feel the excitement in his voice throughout the song.
Yeah, lots of if you're watching a DVD, tons of fun dance moves during this. His funky feet that he does in the beginning, when he's jamming on the guitar, definitely just super fun to watch. Makes you feel like you're there and experiencing it.
Yeah.
Did you want to say?
Yeah, and midway through, this concert is definitely, like I said, it's not for children. At one point, he does do a little freestyle. Mentioning New York City and the F-bomb, so beware of that. Listen for that. It's amazing. You can just tell he's so excited.
He does that in a lot of the songs in this concert, just mentioning New York City.
Yeah. And
it really gets the crowd just pumped. Even if you're not from New York, if you're there and you hear him talk about New York City, it's just everyone's gonna go wild. It's gonna make you feel I don't know. Just it really gets the crowd fired up. And he puts that into a lot of the songs.
And as music fans in general, there's something special about New York City. Literally, anytime a band plays in New York City, let's just focus on Manhattan, I guess. Anytime a band plays in Manhattan, New York City, it's gonna be amazing.
The set list
is gonna be off the chain. It's gonna be old school. It's gonna be classics. They're gonna go. The point is, they're gonna go above and beyond what is required. Why is that? I don't know. It's just because it's New York. It's an amazing place to see a concert. So anyway, support New York City live music. All right. So we're gonna move on to. Let's move on to Dancing Nancies. Some people confuse the logo, think that their logo is a Dancing Nancy. It's actually not.
What's a Dancing Nancy?
It's actually a fire dancer. Fun fact.
But I like to call her a Dancing Nancy sometimes.
Yeah. So anyway, wow. I consider this the definitive version of Dancing Nancies. Definitely. If you're looking to get into the song, look no further than Central Park. The intro is amazing.
Yeah, I mean...
Bartender, please. I know it's late. Last call is coming on.
Why don't you fill me up with one more
Anyway, great intro.
Yeah, this is just one, like, when you start to hear him, like, improvising this intro, you're gonna stop and listen. You're like, oh. Like, no matter, like, that's what happens when you hear this.
Yeah.
It just grabs your attention.
Anyway, I believe this is actually considered this is actually considered the bartender intro to Dancing Nancies. Sometimes if you see some other shows, some Dave and Friends shows, he does a similar sounding sort of intro, but it's really long and drawn out and a lot of talking. This isn't like that anyway, but it's still the same theme.
That's more like a little thing.
Yeah, that's more of a little thing intro, but anyway, this is a great sort of condensed bartender intro. Don't confuse it with a bartender song, obviously, but I like to call it just the bartender intro. It totally gets the crowd going, though. I mean, and it's rather ironic, obviously, because, you know, these people have been camping out for probably a whole day, if that, probably since the day before. I doubt anyone has been able to, you know, take in drinks at this point and be drinking alcohol at this point. So just the fact of him mentioning alcohol is quite ironic at this point, because I can literally guarantee
getting drunk tonight. Like,
every single person is probably stone cold sober at this point.
I'm sure there were like ways. I mean, this was like a few years right after 9/11. I'm sure security was crazy in Central Park, and like we said, people were probably there for days and days on end. So who knows, like they weren't, obviously it wasn't like a typical concert setup where you have like alcohol being sold. So that's just like a funny.
Yeah, this is not a legit concert venue anyway. It's not
like
Live Nation or what have you. You know, I don't doubt there was many legit vendors there. But anyway, but it's a great version of the song. I mean, it's got a great intro, but actually they really jam at the end. You know, we were just watching the DVD, reviewing it, and they really jammed at the end. So they really got into it. So anyway, check out this version. Amazing version. Like I said, it's probably the definitive version of Dancing Nancies. He always kind of obviously references the location of where he is in Dancing Nancies. So, so there's that. But anyway, it's a great version in general.
Okay.
So let's move on.
We're gonna move on to Rhyme and Reason.
Wow, Rhyme and Reason. I consider this, again, the definitive version of Rhyme and Reason. There's a lot of other great versions. I'm going to reference the 2016 Gorge, Night 3 version that we saw. Check it out. It's on YouTube under Murney Crispy for now. I think Cobblepot's coming out with a Night 3 Gorge soon. Be on the lookout for that. But anyway, Rhyme and Reason is this is the version that really got me into Rhyme and Reason. And it's a very dark song, which is sort of like this concert in general. It's darker than Piedmont. Like last week we discussed Piedmont. This is darker than Piedmont. This concert is overall very much darker.
It still has like the crazy high energy that you'd expect.
But it's not as family friendly. It's much more darker. He's up north, you know. We're not in Atlanta anymore, you know. We're in the city that never sleeps. It's very dark. You know, this song deals with a lot of issues, drug use, addiction. It's extremely intense. It's not for the faint of heart. The last few lines, needle to the vein, please my friend, leave this needle in my vein. Pretty deep stuff. But it's a great intro. If you're looking to get into that song, Rhyme and Reason, check it out. Amazing version. Like I said, the other versions, some of them have Joe Lawler, one of their production engineers. He's an amazing electric guitar player. Check that out. But anyway, this is just an overall really crisp version. The saxophone really stands out to me on this one. It's such a high-pitched saxophone, almost like a, what's that Irish instrument? The bagpipes. Almost like a bagpipe. It has that high-pitched kind of sound. I don't know if you get that. But anyway, a great version of the song. Yeah. All right,
and then we're going to move on to Two Step.
Wow.
Incredible version of Two Step. And almost 19 minutes of Two Step.
Wow. And so I consider this the definitive Butch Taylor version of two-step. Let me put it that way.
Yes. Butch adds so much jazz.
Yeah, this is really a jazz version of two-step.
Yeah. In all of like the jams, his little like, his piano playing mixed with the sax, it's so jazzy sounding and.
Around 10 or 12 minutes, he does a little dun 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 dun. We're not sure if that's an actual song, but it's an amazing jam.
I don't know what it is. You'll hear it, and it sounds it's a familiar sounding like.
It's a familiar riff, yes, and it's so distinct. There's a lot of haters out there in Butch. We're overall fans of Butch.
We're big Butch fans. I mean, I would love to see a keyboard. A keyboard back.
A keyboard is back. Shameless plug. Shameless shout out to Ryan Dempsey of Twiddle. If you're out there, DMB, check him out. He's an amazing piano player. So, one of our other favorite bands, Twiddle. But anyway, but let's get back to this two-step. Amazing intro. We're all about the intros, obviously. Anyway. So obviously he's looking at the crowd at this point, and what does he see? He sees 100,000 people. So what does he say? 100,000 friends gathered around, dance all the way across the greatest city in the world. It doesn't get much better than that, let's face it. I consider this definitely one of the greatest two-step intros.
Yeah. Again, it's like, for me, whenever you hear him improvising any sort of like new type of line, you're just listening to the words that he's saying, and you're gonna get like really excited every time you hear him come up with something new. And he's talking about being in New York City, being in Central Park, and just really gets the crowd really excited for this amazing two-step that he's about to play.
And again, like Dancing Nancies, I feel like two-step intros always kind of reflect where he is. He always kind of looks around, takes a moment, whether it be Dancing Nancies or two-step. When he's doing the intro, he doesn't know what he's going to say. I guarantee you. He is not planning this out. He just literally looks out on the crowd, and he figures it out from there.
Yeah.
He has no clue what he's going to say. He's literally making it up on the spot. He knows about what point in a song, based on Carter Beauford's drums, that he needs to finish up, per se. But the point is, he has about 2 or 3 stanzas worth of freestyle lyrics that he can do whatever with. So, he just looks out in the crowd and says what he's passionate about. And this is a great example of that, is my point. So,
alright.
Anyway.
We keep talking about two-step forever, but we gotta keep moving. So, the next thing we're gonna talk about is cover Cortez the Killer that they... this is when Warren Hayes comes up. Does he come up here?
Yes.
Okay.
I think this is where it comes up. Yep. Yeah, Warren Hayes. Wow. Shameless plug for Government Mule. Warren Hayes Band. Check them out. Great band. Support live music. Anyway, wow. Cortez the Killer. I don't know if this was... I feel like this was one of the first times they did this cover. They've done it a fair amount since. It's not like a huge thing, but it's a pretty standard deal. I know they did it at the Gorge a few times with Warren. I think they only do it with Warren, is my point. But anyway, Warren Haynes, amazing musician, great singer, great voice.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the greatest physique in the world. He's kind of, he's an old guy, long hair,
curly,
pudgy. But anyway, amazing musician. Yeah. And this is another not like we're gonna go back to. I mean, Dave and Tim and more. But anyway, obviously Dave is a huge fan of Neil Young. This is originally a Neil Young cover, Cortez the Killer. And it's kind of
a lot of Neil Young.
Yeah. And in my opinion, it's kind of a political statement here. It's New York City. He knows he has a huge audience, and it's one of those things. It's sort of like a history lesson. This song is almost like a history lesson. Cortez coming over and unfortunately creating this big genocide in Central America, the Aztecs and everything. It's more of a statement song. It's saying, wow, yes, we've come over to this continent and created this amazing civilization, but at what expense? You know, we've basically decimated these entire populations of people. And I know you're a big fan of a lot of the cultures down there, and you know, you've expressed interest in going down and doing some hikes down there and everything, and just seeing these long lost remnants of these civilizations that are no longer around, basically because, you know, people of European descent have come over and done the things they did, unfortunately. So,
and like Dave sings about that and Don't Drink. So with like the Native Americans.
Yeah, I feel like Don't Drink is not as direct as this, but
But that's what he's talking about. So so I feel like this is like Dave gets very political in all of his songs. So I think this is a very appropriate cover for him to play. It's,
recently he did the concert for the Pipeline.
Standing Rock.
Standing Rock.
Yeah.
He didn't do this song there, but he started out with "Don't Drink the Water." Anyway, amazing intro. Check that concert out. But this is just a very political song. It really slows the concert down. It makes everyone in the audience step back a little bit and say, "Wow."
Yeah. Now you have the added electric guitar of Warren.
Yeah.
So you get that extra electric sound. And
so this was very pre-Tim.
Yeah. So like I would say, you know, Warren being there is like such the early stand-in for Tim. Not necessarily a stand-in for Tim, but that sound that you're gonna get when Tim's there with that extra electric guitar playing. Because then you'll see that. In Jimi Thing, which we'll talk about next.
Yeah.
You still have Warren there. And
exactly.
You have that added electric sound.
Yeah. So Jimi Thing, but one could say that Warren Haynes, you know, when they started hearing the sounds with Warren Haynes, they thought to themselves as a band, like, wow, you know, we need a full-time electric guy. But yeah, wow. Okay, back to Jimi Thing.
Jimi Thing. This Central Park Jimi Thing is probably the best, my favorite Jimi Thing, as Matt would say, the definitive version.
So you're gonna say this is your all-time favorite?
My favorite, you know, and I go back and forth between Central Park and Wrigley. Those, in my opinion, are the best Jimi Things.
We're gonna do a separate video on Wrigley Thing, so we're not gonna go into that too much. But anyway, great version of Jimi Thing on Wrigley.
Okay, but let's focus on the Central Park Jimi Thing.
Yeah. Not a lot of crowd sing-along, or maybe there is, but he just doesn't acknowledge it that much, but that's okay. Anyway, so overall, a pretty standard front half of the song. Not a lot of mix-ups.
And then you get in, and there's lots of jamming towards the end, and then he goes into, the song is apparently called For What It's Worth.
Yeah.
So he goes into the...
Who's it by? Springfield or something?
Buffalo Springfield. It's the...
Anyway, we've never heard of the song before, but we love it ever since Dave does it, obviously. He does it in a lot of Jimi Things in the late 90s, early 2000s, I feel like, so it's a staple of Jimi Thing outros.
And, you know, when you're watching the concert, lots of people are singing along, getting into it, lots of crowd participation at that point.
The energy is just unreal. This is the most energetic Jimi Thing, I think. That's the main thing that stands out.
Dave is so into it. He's doing all of his little improvs and his scatting and all that. I don't know.
He doesn't do a lot of dancing. He kind of just stands there, but the scouting is just on point. This is the best.
All of his energy
is the best
is
freestyle
in the freestyle
of Jimi Thing. It's such an energetic freestyle, though. That's the thing. And it's just so on rhythm. The you can just totally feel the rhythm. It never stops. But just amazing outro of the song. Highly recommend checking out the DVD just to watch the video on this.
Yeah.
But he really covers all his bases though too, because throughout this song he thanks the fire department, New York City Fire Department, New York City Police,
EMT,
EMTs, emergency personnel, I think he calls them. All of the band members by name. The non-band members, he just says their name, but all the band members, he says, "This is my good friend." But also he calls Butch Taylor a good friend, which is somewhat noteworthy because obviously Butch Taylor didn't last that long with the band. But anyway, that's a story for another time. But just crazy outro, and then finally he thanks the fans, and this is what it's about. Music is nothing without the fans. Music is nothing without people talking about it and embracing it and supporting live music and supporting live music in big cities and supporting artists that.
And I feel like this concert is a big thank you to the fans. I mean, he's coming in to have a free concert in Central Park. Thousands of people are there, and I think it's just a big giant thank you. It's like, please come out, see us play for free in Central Park, because we just want to do that. We're having a great time, and we want you to be there.
Yeah.
And
he doesn't actually do thank you.
This concert is about the fans.
He doesn't actually do the thank you freestyle, but we'll get to that in another concert. Anyway, that's just an amazing Jimi Thing. Highly recommend it. Let's move on. Yeah.
What you are. We'll skip down. Okay.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap this puppy up.
The last song they play is "Stay," but the last song we're gonna talk about is "What You Are." I'm gonna let Matt talk about this because I'm not a big fan of "What You Are."
She's not a big fan. It's a very creepy song. Some might say along the lines of Halloween.
For me, it's very comparative.
But it's actually got an intro.
Sound of Halloween. I don't know. I don't like the sound of. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of. I don't know.
It's very eerie. He doesn't do the didgeridoo intro, what I like to call it. If you look at Fenway Park, What You Are, he does a very distinct didgeridoo sounding intro. I don't know if they actually use a didgeridoo, but it sounds exactly like that. Anyway, great song, great build-up, very slow, very religious sounding. He says Alleluia, that's his big intro, very slowly. So one might say this has a lot of religious connotations. But anyway, it's just a great build-up into a nice, fast, classic, creepy song. But anyway, like we said, like we've stated before, the whole theme of the song is very dark. It's a lot darker than Piedmont. So, to culminate this whole dark, creepy atmosphere, he completes the "What You Are" with the what Copperpot calls the MFer outro. It's a very creepy thing. So I encourage you to check that out. He doesn't do it every "What You Are," but it kind of just finishes it off. Just kind of puts a period on it, Not really an exclamation point, because it's not really happy. It's more of a serious period. So it's more of a introspective thing. He's encouraging the fans to think about it. Think about what you can do in life to make it better. What can you do to help others out? But in a very serious tone. Anyway, to wrap that up,
we're gonna have to go back.
Yeah.
Because I accidentally skipped all of them.
Oh, yes. We're going to go back to Along the Watchtower.
Because I skipped Watchtower. But, okay, so briefly,
we're going to go to Watchtower. Wow.
Highlight of Watchtower by far is the Stefan playing...
the solo into...
playing Star Spangled Banner. Very Hendrix-esque at Woodstock, Star Spangled Banner. And if you're watching the DVD... it's just like his shining moment. The band steps back, and it's just him on stage, and it's a very moving moment.
Yeah.
And everyone in the crowd is really into it. Everyone's removing their hats and
everyone's literally paying homage to the country at this point.
Yeah.
It's a very patriotic moment. You literally feel proud to be an American at this moment, and also you really feel proud for Stefan at this moment. This is his time to shine.
He's an extremely talented bassist, and
he doesn't get many literal. Crush and Watchtower. Those are his two shining moments in terms of intros. But yeah, I consider this the definitive version of All Along the Watchtower, and obviously the Star Spangled Banner. It's another homage to Jimi Hendrix doing the electric style Star Spangled Banner. Francis Scott Key. Shout out to the city of Baltimore, where he wrote that great poem. Anyway, great version of the song. Check it out. The Star Spangled Banner intro. It's always a crowd favorite. But anyway, amazing concert. Anyway, like we said, the Central Park Concert is a great pairing with the Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah. Perfect date night. Dave DVD with a bottle of wine.
Exactly. Anyway, support live music, support great wine, support New Zealand wine, and anyway, support your favorite artists, support live music in general. Anyway, we're out.